Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is JP and I'm a part-time eBay reseller here in the UK. Today we're going to do something a little bit different because we're going to go to auction. There's an auction house in my local area and they do a specialist vintage toys and collectibles auction every 1 or 2 months. And it's just a really interesting auction where there's loads of good stuff, loads of good vintage toys, loads of collectibles. And I just can't miss out on this. I've not had a lot of success with it in the past, to be honest. I've been to a couple of these auctions and everything goes for quite a high price. Maybe I'm just expecting to get things too cheap, but yeah, people are paying up at the auction and then you have to pay 20% premium on it as well. So let's see if we can find anything. But before we do that, we're going to go through some solds and see what sold in the past few days. It's been a pretty good past few days for me. Well, let's start with these. These are Alp Kit men's jeans. This is quite a new brand to me. I only sort of found this out the other day. Bought like a merino wool knitted hat and that sold really fast. These sold even faster for £22 and I picked them up for £3.50. Someone sent me an offer. I did have them listed for 25. Struggle to even find any of these listed, which is maybe the good sign. That's why they're selling really fast, because there's nothing there. So when it is there, people want to buy it. But yeah, Alp Kit, good brand apparently. It's like a hiking, climbing sort of brand. So yeah, more trousers. We sold these Paul and Shark trousers. Picked these up in my video the other day and I was a little unsure about them, but they sold for £30 and they sold pretty fast as well, just in a few days. So yeah, really happy with those. They're in really, really good condition. They're basically new. So that's probably why they sold pretty quick. But yeah, they sold for £30 and I picked them up for £8. This one sold some women's clothing. I don't do that very often. But this is a Gore-Tex Berghaus jacket. Women's clothing just doesn't hold as much value. And this is a perfect example of that, because I picked that up for £10 from the car boot, thinking, great, like 40-50 quid profit. But it sold for £27. So I had it listed for 30, because that's what they were selling for. 25 to 30 is what they were selling for on Buy It Now. Whereas if that's a men's, that's going to sell for 45 to 50 every time. So there's a huge difference in price. Anyway, sold for 27, bought it for £10, so not a loads of profit in that one. This one is a Gabici sweater. I've just put a sale on my store for men's sweaters because I've just got too many and we're coming up to like spring where they're not going to sell as much. So I thought let's do a big sale on it, try and get a few out the door. And that one sold for, it was on for £15, it sold 20% off, so it sold for £12. Probably picked that up for 3-4 quid. So still a nice bit of profit in that one, even with the 20% off. And hopefully more are going to start to go out. I'll show you how many sweaters I've got. There's all these here. There's not that many, but for me it's quite a lot. There's all those there. Big gap now, just sold that one, but then I've got all these at the top there, so they're all on sale. If you need a sweater, go hit my shop, search Calm and Collectible on eBay. Anyway, let's keep it going. That's all the clothes. These other items, really fast sellers. What I like to see, so I've got a bit of a storage solution going on. So when I list something, I put it in a box in this room. And then once that box is full, it goes into the garage for storage. What I like to see is things not making it into the garage. And that's exactly what these next 3 items did. So this first one, this is Bumblebee from Transformers. Picked this up from the car boot for £1 and he sold for £10. The next one, this is a Godzilla figure from Godzilla vs. Kong, I think. Same again, picked him up in the same bundle for £1. From the car boot and he sold for £8. And the last one, Lego Dimensions on the Xbox One, complete with the manual. Picked that up from the charity shop for £1.50 and that sold for £10. So nice, quick selling items, little bit of profit. It's not crazy money, but if you put all those together, you're looking at like paying £3-4 and getting like 30 quid back. So when you put it together like that, it sounds a lot better, but all those little items add up and make you nice bits of profit. Next ones, sold this Bluebird vintage Cinderella Polly Pocket Castle. It's a little play set, opens up like this. It is meant to light up, but I sold it as untested. It's a little bit broken. It's worth a bit more than what I sold it for. It could be worth, if this is complete, it's worth about 50, 60 quid. This one's not complete. It's not got any of the bits, and it's got a few bits broken. So yeah, it went for £20, paid £7 for it. Not the best sale in the world, but it is what it is. Sold this. The Juliana Collection cat on a lamppost. Couldn't find any solds when I put this up. So I put it up for £15. Only paid £2 for it. Someone sent me an offer for 12, and I thought, you know what? You can have it. Not my kind of thing. But people like to collect things like that, and that's fine by me. Happy with this one. I sold this Airfix Blue Tits model kit, and I picked this up for £7 in the charity shop. That was in one of my very first videos, so it's been a while. It's been sat around a while, but it's finally sold, and it sold for £22.50. So it was worth it. It was worth picking up. All right, last one. We sold a thing, another thing, another thing, another thing, another thing. Probably guess what this is if you've been following. Sold this DVD recorder, which I'm really happy about. Thought maybe these were going to be a bit of a flop, but you know, you do your research, you find out what's selling, and people want DVD recorders apparently, so I'm going to try and pick them up and sell them to them. This one's a Samsung something or other. The good thing about this one is it came with the remote. That remote on its own is worth £10 to £15. And I found all of these on the same day. Some cases and some discs, some DVD rewritables. So I bundled them all together just to make it a bit more attractive. Oh, and I also found a SCART lead to bundle in with it. So it's ready to go, recording all the DVDs you want. And I paid £10 for everything there, sold for £50. Just need to find a box to fit all that in, but I'm sure that won't be a problem. And that's everything. That is everything. So really happy with those sales. Now we're gonna check out the what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm going to the auction. We're going to the auction house. Let's go. right, well, that was fun. There was a lot of good stuff in there. Notable things, obviously the PS1 bundle. That is going to go for a lot of money, but I'm going to try and get it anyway. I was checking some of the games, most of them really good condition, and they are mostly complete as well. Obviously unsure if any of them work, but you got to take that gamble. Obviously unsure if the PS1 works itself, but it looked good. It's in the box, man. That's a hot one. Other things, there was like there was a Ninja Turtle bundle, obviously, as well. Not the best. Some of the figures were just missing limbs, mostly missing all their accessories. But the van itself was in good condition, and pretty much, well, it's not complete, but it's almost complete. So that was that's maybe one that I'll go for if it's going cheap. Loads of other stuff, loads of die-cast vehicles as usual. Some particularly good ones that I've noted down that I'm going to try and go for. Loads of Toy Story, mainly Buzz Lightyear figures as well. Lots of Marvel and DC figures. Some really good 90s stuff, so I'm going to try and get I've got to try and get something from there. Surely there's something that I can buy and make some money off from that auction. I've just got to pay a bit more, I think, than I want to. I want to pay like 20-30 quid, but realistically those things are individually worth 20-30 quid, and there's a big bundle of them. So if I'm paying sort of 50, 50, hopefully I can get a bundle that sort of price and make some money from it. But we'll see. The auction is tomorrow, so we're gonna have to wait till tomorrow, and we're just gonna do it online at home because it's a lot easier that way. I can come and go, I can have a cup of tea and chill, you know what I mean? So yeah, we'll do that tomorrow, so see you there. Goodbye. All right, it is the next day and we're ready to go to auction. It is snowing as well. How exciting. But we can't go sledging just yet. We've got some things to buy, and the auction has just started. So we're going to go and log in, see what we can find. And our computer here, this is the first lot. Don't want none of that. It's a load of track. But when something comes up, I'll show you guys. See if I can get a bid on them. See if I can win something today. Fingers crossed. All right, let's go.
Interest in the house. 60, please. Bid on serum 65, sir. In the house. 70 I'm after.
It's a little too much for me.
In the house. 80 I'm after. In the house at 75 in advance. 80 new bid on easy.
Going for 85 right now. Oh no, they're asking 85. They're going for 80. They were a bunch of Masters of the Universe figures. A little bit too much. They're probably worth just about that much. So no resale value. Oh well. We'll let that one go.
In the house. 50 I'm after. Bid by easy 55. In the house. 60 I'm after. 55 in the 60 on serum, 65, 60 on serum.
All right, we're gonna go for these ponies.
I was right. They were right. £100 bid on each.
Oh, they're going for £100 already. Wow, that's insane. Probably worth about £10 each. To 17 there. So yeah, pretty much no money to be made on those. That's very unfortunate. I was gonna bid on those. What can you do? They're going for 130 now.
Too soon to be out. 140 in the house. 150, please. 140 in the house. 150.
Some of them could be worth more, but you just don't know if you're reselling. Now going for 150. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. Yeah, it's been very unsuccessful so far. But I'm not wasting my time. I've been sat here for a while just doing some listing and doing some other stuff. So we got these cars that we're just listing, these Matchbox cars. But yeah, man, everything's just going way too high for reselling. There must just be collectors that are paying the price for what things are worth, which is fair enough. It is what it is. No money to be made on most of these things, but what can you do? We're going to keep trying. There's a few other things that I'm going to bid on, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get something. All right, let's go.
All your favourites. 80 with me, 85, please.
All right, we're going to go for these.
90 with me, 95, please.
But they started at £90. There's 7 figures there.
130, please.
Man, it's too much. They're worth about 30, 40 each. But 7 figures. No way. All right, the next lot is the Ninja Turtles. So let's see how much these goes for.
Collection of circa 1980s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Remember them? There we go. 50 for them. 50.
No, not 50.
Figures and the wagon from
the estimated is 30 to 40. That wagon's worth about 25 quid.
32, please. Seems cheap, this.
We'll bid.
Anybody else for 32, 32, 35 on commission, 38.
We'll go again. We'll go there.
40 I'm after.
He's after 40, go on.
Collectible, Lee.
We'll go 40. That's max, that's the max.
Anybody else for 42? With sale, Matt. £40. Coming up. 869.
We bought something. We bought something. We probably overpaid, but I just had to get the Ninja Turtles. For the collection, maybe. Not the best bundle, but happy with it. Anyway, the PS1 bundle is coming up next.
200.
Straight in at 200, they're asking. Why do they estimate 70 to 100? All right, we're bidding.
130 on easy. 140 on serum. 150 on easy. 150 bid by easy.
150 out.
Your turn, serum. Easy at 150 holds them. 160.
We're going 160.
170 on after.
That's the max.
160. Your easy bid 170.
No! That was my max, really. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. And it's gone. Oh well. That's that. At least we bought something. My friend was gonna go halves on the PS1 bundle. We said 75 each, and it went for 180. So, why has there got to be someone else there? It's just not really worth it. After that, I think some really good games there, but they're not worth crazy money. And after fees and everything, you're just paying too much. You're paying too much. I probably overpaid on the Ninja Turtle bundle, to be honest, but I'll sell them pretty quick, so it's all good. It's all good. Or I'll keep them anyway. I'll keep them for the collection. So it is what it is. We're gonna go and collect them. We're gonna go and collect our Ninja Turtles, and then we'll show you what we got. Not the most successful day, but you win some, you lose some. These auctions, man, everything's just going too expensive. I told you I'm not having much success with them, but maybe we'll keep trying. Maybe we'll just keep to our other sourcing methods. Anyway, let's go collect them. All right, we've just been to the auction house to pick up the Ninja Turtle bundle. So let's have a look what we've got. Let's pick you up here. And this is the bundle. We've got quite a few figures. We've got this little foot ski vehicle here. We've got this little Krang-mobile here. This is meant to have Krang, which is like the little brain figure, if you don't know. That's his little vehicle there. And I presume this is for that as well. But I'm not 100% sure. It might be for that. But yeah, all the figures. There's quite a few, and they are old figures. There's some 80s and there's some 90s. But they're all just incomplete. And some of them missing bits, you know. His leg is there, but it is broken. And there's one that's missing his leg somewhere. Where's the legless one? Here he is. He's missing his feet, rather, sorry. So, not the best bundle. He's a 90s one. He's actually mostly complete. Sometimes you're missing some of the feet that are inside here. So he is complete. Oh, he's almost complete. He's missing the side a little bit here. I don't know. Anyway, the best thing is this. This is worth about 20 to 25, maybe a bit more. It's actually worth, I mean, complete is worth about 60, but this is not complete. It's almost complete. It's missing this bit here. But it has got the door that swings open like that. So that was pretty cool. I already have one of these that I picked up in a bundle the other day. I picked up that bundle for 25 quid. That was a much better buy. It was missing the roof, however. So I picked up a roof off eBay. And this one's in better condition, I think. Like, look at the, especially here, compared to that. Just the colour's completely gone on that one. Other than that, they're about bang the same, really. This one's still probably a little bit better. So what I'll probably do is just keep this one and sell that one. So yeah, about 25 quid for all the figures. Probably about the same, probably about 25 quid max really on those. This is probably the best figure, but he is missing his helmet as well. So overall, just not even making profit on all these items. So it just was it just wasn't really worth it. But you know, I felt like I had to buy something just because I was excited. And if I'm going to buy something, it's got to be Ninja Turtles, hasn't it? It's just got to be. So yeah, ended up paying £52 for the whole lot because you have to pay like, I think it's 25% buyer's premium, which is pretty crazy. But the auction house obviously got to make some money as well. But yeah, my bid was £40. So yeah, not making a lot of money there. But it is what it is. I don't know. I see a lot of people making good money from auctions, getting good buys. Maybe just not at that auction. Maybe not at the specialist auctions, because a lot of collectors are there just paying up, the right sort of price for things. Maybe it's just that area. Maybe there's lots of buyers around that area. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the type of items as well. But yeah, just not really worth it. But it is what it is. I've just put this together. And this is kind of just like a little bit of an upside to this purchase, because this little gun here, although it's actually been painted, I think, by whoever had this, that's worth about £10. And the arm as well, that on its own, worth about £10. So this is not 100% complete. It should have another arm on the other side, and it should have a glass dome with the little Krang figure sat in there. But that's just pretty cool, from 1989. That'll go in the collection. Hopefully one day I can source the rest of it without having to pay too much. But yeah, thought I'd just mention that, throw that in there, because I was pretty happy that came together. And yeah, that's that. All right, we are done for the day. If you like the video, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.